I'm Jane Lauterbach and welcome to The Purpose Works. Today our conversation is going to be what's the right balance, and it's really more of a juggle, but what's the right juggle between what we do at work and the amount of work that we do? In our extensive research and all the interviews that we've done and all the coaching and working with teams across hundreds of executives at every single level, high performers, C-level executives, C-suite executives, you name it, we go to work because we want to be fulfilled by what we do. And if we're fulfilled at work, it does extend in being fulfilled in life. It doesn't mean that work is everything, but it absorbs a third or more of our waking hours. It's our largest chunk of time over the time that we spend with our loving friends and family and leisure activities and just taking care of all the everyday needs that we need to take care of. And so we're very much shaped by the work that we do, how we feel about that, its impact on us, and certainly our impact on the lives all around us. Economically, certainly we go to work for those reasons, but it also gives us a sense of what's our standing and what's our agency. How do we want to identify ourselves? And so this is an important rock or an important anchor in our lives, very much so. But what's happening now is that we're all sort of in this sort of mode of doing and constantly doing, because we really find that it's so important, and it is, to make sure that we're fulfilling on the needs of our organizations and our teams. The three things that we look at when we think about fulfillment at work is that sense of our own identity, the ability to make an important contribution, and the third one is it really feeling that we are a part of and supporting a community of people, that we've got sort of shared ethics and shared values and shared goals all coming together so that we can achieve real meaningful outcomes. But a lot of what we're seeing very, very recently, as much as before, but so much so recently, is we're all feeling incredibly stuck. It skews probably a little bit more to women, perhaps, than it does to men, but we're all feeling it. We're all trapped by the volume of things that we think that we have to do. And it's just priority upon priority upon priority. And what's happening is we're feeling frustrated and disappointed, and we're wondering, I worked so hard to get here where I'm just in this sort of swirl of doing. And does anyone actually even recognize the value that I'm doing and the contribution that I'm making? And from an emotional point of view, I feel like I'm covering for everybody. I want to make sure that everyone's feeling well and to know that I got your back. And of course you have your back. And there are moments when we have to sort of be in that spurt of energy to get something done. We're all in that situation, but is it necessary every single day? I had this thought as I was thinking about this the other day, that sometimes we focus more on making sure that I have someone's back, but you're ending up doing their job as well over months and months and months. Are we actually getting stuck in that role of being doer, and sort of more weight's being put on us? Or another analogy I use is that we give up all of our sticks, we have nothing left, because we're constantly working and we're never really getting anywhere. We're just sort of falling in place. And you don't want to be that person who's going to quiet quit. That's not who you are. And most of us are not that person. And so the question really is, how do we make sure that we're doing the best work we can, making the best use of our skills and wisdom, making that contribution, and supporting the people around us while not losing our souls? So here's what we need to do, and we can start right now. Here we go again, because this is our favorite. Take that pause. Take that pause before you say, yes, I'll do something. Figure out, one, is that really necessary? Or can somebody else take care of it? Or can that be something that we do later on? The other thing, and this is not a favorite word of mine, is delegation. It sounds so icky. I'm going to delegate to people. It sounds like I'm going to give people all the kind of the crappy shit work to do. And that's not really what we're saying. But how can we think about sharing in the work that has to be done? Because when you share it, when you actually can give a project to somebody that you would normally do, it's demonstrating to them that you have trust in them. It's an opportunity to teach and learn. And the third thing is, stick to your plan. You don't have to pick up and take care of everybody. Not necessary. We can figure out how we get it all done with small resources or limited resources, but you don't have to do everything. The other one, the fourth one, is think about sort of like who's measuring all these productivity check marks that you're giving to yourself. Is that really how you want to manage and think about the value of what you're really contributing and how you're feeling about using kind of your best skills? The fifth one is stop worrying. Kind of be a warrior, not a worrier. Stop thinking about what everybody else thinks about you. If you manage it well, if you put in good thinking, and you do it in the most thoughtful way possible, it all works out to be really pretty great. So let's all make a recommitment to work, because work can really be a big, beautiful, wonderful thing. This is a wake-up call. Let's go back to capturing that thrill of really sort of cutting out our spot, making a meaningful path, and just kind of doing the things that we want to do in the best way possible. It allows us to restore who we are, and allows us to really not only deliver on our wisdom, but delivering on the things that we want to be able to do. As a closing thought, I want to read you this quote, and that is, "We spend a lot of time teaching our leaders what to do. We don't spend enough time teaching them what to stop." So if you found this video of value, please share it with others, and we always welcome your comments. Thank you.